All right, everyone out there in TV land. That's here- Today's topic is I want to talk about work and money and TV. It's something by see last year I rented an office and I spent all my time working on for me on myself, whereas I couldn't get any time if I was working for a boss of somebody else paying me like that as an employee. I wouldn't have had the time to work on things like for 10 years, I was walking around in the streets saying, God, if I could only get back into some, not even an apartment again, but just some place where I could put a CRT TV down, then that would be great. And I could watch all of the television shows that give me comfort, and it would be super 90s. And we'll play all the Genesis games. What I realized, though, I finally set it up and we got all the Ninja Turtles out fighting and going to the Asian continent in the past. Uh, what I realized something interesting, and it's like I don't. It's when you find out something new. It's like I had never known my whole life. Is that growing up, I didn't. My parents didn't raise me. They didn't pick up a book on parenting, and they sat me in front of the television. So I'm more of a reflection of the characters from the Buffyverse, um, and Joss Whedon and Gary Hunter Speedweed Wolfson. Um, television programming. Um, I thought this is the important part of that is that I thought that life was supposed to have the type of drama that's in television. So I would just needlessly stir up drama and create this emotional. I had to create some emotional attachment to what I'm saying. But when you take it to the non dual, see, that's the real key. I was practicing all this magic and stuff, and I wanted to do all the high level magic show. Um, what I realized what was missing it was something foundational. So I would continually be a beginner first stage level again and spend a year doing that, and then again spend a year doing that. Um, Probably 4 years in total. Just restart this thing, and just lay the foundation again, just to make sure it's done. Um, And that is just a very simple practice of depolarization. You can practice this, and it's just taking the words that you've been programmed with, such as good, bad, whatever your polarizations are, write them down and spend a year or four or however many it takes to get to a point where you don't see there's any difference on the, and it's just common things that are from somebody else in the past that they're afraid of, and so they have to put these things into little boxes. But what I want to talk about now is work situation and money. I would like to state it as a matter of public record that to this date, every job I've ever had, I have been fired from. And so I want future employers to know that, to know this about me, that every job, it pretty much always comes down to the same thing, which is I've been assigned the role of the lowest role what we have here. And like any good Christian or anyone who believes in sacrifice or anyone who believes in the golden rule at all or believes in I will do this menial little task for you for a while with the expectation that one day I will move up to slightly better something. Let's see, I will keep doing this, but slightly more so that I can have more than $15 a month space to work in, and I can either spend that on a games subscription to get to lock in all my free time, or I can save that up. At the end of the month, it's all taken away. And so I'd like something after having done this low position for a very long time, move slightly up a bit. And I'll keep doing this. But I'm not even saying move me up to middle management, become a manager, assistant manager, or anything like that, because I am too dumb to see how it's done. I don't get that you need to put somebody in the management position to make sure that work doesn't get done and that creative people, people that they're jealous of, that they earn a little bit more than everybody, so they have to show it off and they have to display elegant, refined status symbols which are above you can't afford until you get like this. And they have a very serious problem with one or both of their parents. You have to get somebody in management who will constantly, it doesn't matter what the actual issue is, they get personally offended and ticked off by seeing someone who on the clock has just been aloof. Mm, 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 mm. Can't have that on the shop floor because everyone must be a good factory worker in the 21st century. 20 some odd years into the 21st century, and we need, in a post industrial society, we need people who are good factory workers and doing everything by the clock and everything on time because it's a sophisticated mechanism. And you, this incident here of you being uh, slack off, that is just like my dad punching me. So I'm telling you and everyone who triggers this in me. But if you say you get triggered by something, then you're a little snowflake and you need to get a thick skin. Because I'm a massive hypocrite and I'm in charge. I have slightly more than you because I know the game. And um, so my difficulty has been in moving up in the retail status where it's not ever going to happen. I spent no money on a college degree and I did not take out loans because I saw everyone else. I took a year or two off and I saw all my peers going off into this debt that they would like to accrue for some reason. So I tried to go to community college and I took one or two classes at a time to try to eke by. I would like to have been a substitute teacher at a university public school. Um, that's a menial job that I could see myself doing. So I took just one or two classes so I could afford while working 40 hours a week, and still could not still could not make rent or get anything more than the $15 that's left over at the end of the month after feeding myself and um, car all, and everything and bills like that. Um, but eventually, while taking more classes, more and more classes, 8 years later, not even anywhere close to my associate's degree, so I can go to the Peace Corps like I wanted to and go to Japan while still taking classes to try to get the job where I'll still need to drive Uber and cannot get tenure and not while homeless. I was actually picked up for trespassing, and I saw one of those videos that said "Don't say anything to cops." I'd never watched the video, but I had saw the headline. It was algorithmed to me. So my disposition was to not say anything while being detained, and they took that as you are a criminal and we are going to arrest you. Where if I had talked to the cops, I would have told them that I'm homeless. See, the state was paying me $200 a month so that I could report my mental health state in the same building that I got my food stamps from. And they were giving me $200 a month for my behavioral health crisis I was going through. And so with hotel rates, it's going to be $60 a night. So there's $60. That's 2 nights. That's $120. I'm thinking maybe one more night or uh, what else I need a bike or something to drive around and do Postmates. Um, hmm. So you're giving me $200 per month, and you're telling me I can't go into this abandoned warehouse. I need to stay somewhere. Yet, um, and the when I went back to my hometown, it was tragic and it was sad and bad. Um, but here we're talking about work and biosurvival tickets, money. You know, you need it for the things you like to do. Ha ha ha. So, I haven't figured out. Um, I th- I think if I were to work on my art and sell it and live off of that, proceeds of that, I could make $600 a year because if I time everything and time it right, off of my own, there's this ridiculous Herculean task, Sisyphean task of here. Let me send you out here, and here's here's what you got to do. You got to work in this space, and you got to do it all by yourself. Do it all on your own. No, nope, 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 no. Just do not ask for people. That's really why I even started talking about this in the first place. Is that when you don't show up to work, this is the knowledge and the advice that comes from this. When you don't show up to work, you feel bad, right? Why is that? Why is that? Why should you feel if you, heaven forbid, got taken out of the picture tomorrow? Um, ooh, here at this corporation, you're a nameless, faceless entity that just. Do you think what they're paying you is a lot? And then if you were to unfortunately demise tomorrow, um, people would just rummage through your stuff and see what they would take, and then a cop would show up and say, "Oh man, that's screwed up how he went." Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of BS trying to go through that. Hey, clean all this up, and then you feel bad leaving work to go do something for yourself. You've been spending 8 hours a day at this place, working, trying to look busy, working, um, and now you need to do something for yourself. You need to. You can't avoid it. So it's over there. I gotta go do that, and you feel bad. I'm sick. The thing is, I'm sick. I just can't hear this guy constantly asking me stupid questions that he doesn't even want to know the answer to. The question he's asking is, am I the top dog this time? And you're the bottom dog? Affirm. Some guy scouring the shop floor. Which one of you guys is a homosexual? Which one of you guys has a freaky fetish? Which one of you guys is gay? Everyone must, in order for this factory to work, we all must not have any. We all must repress. Um, we have this. We all have to fit in here because it's. The question that your manager is asking is a stupid one. Here's what it is always it is not. He wants to know. He's saying, "Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you do that? Why?" He's It's an obvious control game because of his own feelings he hasn't dealt with. And he's not going to magically, if he did magically change over the night, he wouldn't be the manager. So don't feel bad. Don't have don't have to feel bad and like something's wrong with you when you have to do something for yourself. That's all. And keep breathing. That's the tool to combat such things is just breathe, wait a few seconds. Breathe from your heart. Breathe from your heart. Breathe from your heart.